Manhood Hour. Joseph is a first-time caller out of Texas. Joseph, welcome to the show.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, Joseph.
Sorry about that. First-time caller. Good to finally get on. I'm a little bit all over the place because everything you talked about was amazing. Thing earlier about the individual killing himself, I feel bad about that. I didn't even know about that.
Why do you feel bad about it?
Not feel bad too badly because feel bad as in how he let himself get to that point.
But why do you feel anything about it? Why do you feel bad about it?
That it just happened. That it just happened in general.
Let me ask, do we supposed to laugh or cry when someone dies?
I don't want to laugh. That's tough. I'm sorry.
That's going to be one of my biblical questions. Do we supposed to laugh or cry when someone dies? What do you say, Joel?
You supposed to laugh or cry?
I don't think either, to be honest.
I don't even know.
You don't know, Joel?
No.
Why you don't know? Then why you been crying when all these folks die?
I don't think I cried when anybody has.
Oh, Joseph, you say, how old are you, Joseph?
I'm 29.
You're 29. So you don't know if you should laugh or cry when a person dies.
Well, to be honest, in general, when I hear someone died, I kind of don't laugh right away.
You laugh later?
Actually, I'm not gonna. I'll be honest though. Depending on how I hear it, if someone just tell me that, I don't know how to really explain that. But just if someone tells me and I just hear it, depending on how I hear it, sometimes I will chuckle. Other times I was like, oh well.
But you're not sure if we should laugh or cry when a person dies.
Don't think we should do either.
You shouldn't laugh nor cry?
No, I don't think we should do either.
Do you laugh or do you? Oh, you say you can go either way. But do you laugh or cry when a person dies?
I don't cry. I don't laugh. I just like I hit. Depending how I hear it, I just go, oh well.
You like, oh, another one.
What can I do? What can I do?
Amazing.
He let it happen. He did it himself. He shouldn't have, but what can I do? And it's a messy thing.
So, Joseph, you want to respond to my biblical question before you get into why you call?
Oh yeah. I think the man completes the woman. Actually.
Why do you think that?
It ain't just because of my upbringing. I've had that a lot in my life where, my grandfather told me that. My dad kind of told me that. Even my grandmother would say that. My grandmother especially would tell me things like it's a man's world kind of deal. The woman can't be there without the man. The woman needs the man's support. And earlier, I think I forgot who you said that the woman was free. The man earlier who called, how he said that he made his wife feel free because he was able to help out his son and all that. That made sense. When I heard that, I was like, yeah, no, he completed her. He became her foundation. She relied on him. He helped her out. He helped the son. I don't see how it can't really. Forgive me, I'm all over the place.
Yeah, you are, because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't quite know what you're talking about right now.
You had a caller who called in earlier about how he was able to let go of his anger and how he had a 7-year-old boy who was lashing out in school.
Oh,
and
yeah.
How he was able to turn that around.
Yeah, that was Esteban from Arizona.
There you go, him. Yes.
Yeah. No, Esteban is waking up.
He's a good example of that.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
He said that he made his wife feel free. He gave her the freedom, that's good to that. I don't see how anybody could think that the man can't complete a woman.
Amazing. Very interesting. I'll respond to that on Friday. But very interesting point. I appreciate that, Joseph. You called in for another reason. Go ahead.
Yes, it was at the start of your thing, at the start of your show, how you were talking about the LGBTQ, since they want to put the Q in there. I don't know why.
What does Q mean?
What?
What does Q mean? I don't know what
queer.
Oh, that's what that is?
From what I hear, it's queer. Yeah,
Oh,
from what I
okay.
heard back then, when they included the Q, it was the lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and queer.
Amazing.
Why queer? It's the same thing. I thought it was the same thing as the gay part, but they do them. Now, I'll be honest again too, Jesse.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna sound like a bag of contradiction here because this is what I wanted to talk about, but I have dabbled in that lifestyle. I back and forth on it.
You dabble
Men and women. It just came and went. It just kind of happened. But that's not the point. I understand that I need to clean myself up. But
you
my point is this real
dabble.
quick.
What do you mean you dabble in a homosexual lifestyle?
Yes.
How do you dabble in it?
You fall into a relationship as long as, but I don't get how people can do that crazy thing where they just go around sleeping with guy after
I
guy
see
or
what you
girl
mean.
after girl. I don't get how they can do that.
And now you don't dabble anymore?
Oh, that's what I mean by that's what I mean. Why I was going to say that I understand that I need to clean myself up and all, because I'm not one to. I came across this idea to myself that I'm not one to deny love from wherever it comes from.
So you still dabbing with men and women?
Yes.
So meaning that you still having sex with men and women?
Yes.
And you think that homosexual love is love? That's why you say it doesn't matter where it come from?
Yeah, but I after hearing you today, and the more I go into it, I understand where you're coming from about it. So that's why I get if you were going to tell me that I'm a mess, but I'm all right with that.
No, I understand it, man. If you can see that it's wrong, that you're wrong for doing it, then I can't help but respect that, because you'll overcome it. You will overcome.
It isn't just that either. Well, I'll let you finish. No, I'll let you finish. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. It's not just that. It's what?
Watch this stuff, real. This is how I know, too, because here I am at 29. I started having these thoughts when I was younger. I don't blame my parents whatsoever. It just happens. My mom and dad talked to me about it, too, saying, you do what makes you happy in your life.
They should have.
Be safe and be careful.
They should have said that to you.
They did.
They should not have said you do what you.
Oh no, yeah, I get you now though.
They should have said you do what you want, just be safe and happy. That's not good leadership.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, when they meant that be safe, they meant safe sex, because my mom's more fearful of the whole AIDS thing and all that, and she ain't right. I'm sorry, no, she's not wrong to tell me that, but I get what you're saying.
Right.
But no.
Do you still
from the time of that to now, this is what I wanted to say, how that community is terrible in general.
Yeah.
Because for some community to say we widely accept everybody, the moment that you don't align with you can align with so many things with them, sure. But if one thing is out of line, you're shoved out, you're shunned. Just no reason. You don't even have to have any affiliation with their group of friends, another group of friends. They're ready to just kick you aside, push you aside, push you out. For a big group that likes to say we accept all, they're very contradicting on that.
But they're doing that because
I've been wanting to say that for a long time to just get that message out there. To be honest, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know that, but it's just very funny how they say that.
Wow, they say that because they are angry. They are children of Satan. The black people do that with blacks who don't agree with their anger and hatred. They want to shun you. They want to throw you out the family. You're no longer black if you don't go along with the hatred that they have. Hold on for me, Joseph. Hold on, buddy. Amazing call. Hold on, Joseph. So, Joseph, thank you for holding. I want to just kind of back up a little bit. You said that you dip and dab with men and women, meaning that you're having sex with men and women, and you thought you wanted love, and it doesn't matter where it comes from, as long as it's love, right?
Yeah.
And even now you're still doing that, but you also understand how radical the so-called LGBTQ people are, because if you don't agree with them, then they shun you, they get rid of you, they don't want anything to do with you, right?
Yeah, it's very sad, actually.
It's like that with most people when they have anger, and if you don't agree with them in their fallen state, they want to do that to you. I notice black people do that to other blacks who don't agree with them. So it's like that. But let me ask, do you think it's wrong to be dib and dabbing with men?
Yeah.
And so why are you still doing it?
Well, no, other you may not like this, others won't probably, but I'm currently in a relationship with someone. That's why. That's why I said I'm still doing it. So yeah.
Oh, you're in a relationship with a man?
Yes.
Are you living with him?
Yes. Oh well, not at the moment, but we do see each other very often. Yeah.
And why you're not living together now?
Trying to get a place of our own. That's why.
Oh, is he older than you or younger?
Younger, but by about 2 years.
Really? Since you know that is wrong, why are you staying in it, or why are you going to move with the person? It's just going to keep you deeper into it.
Even to this point, before I even really started listening to you guys and or to you, sir, I never really crossed it. It didn't cross the mind till now. It didn't. Not that it's crossing that hard right now. It didn't nag at me. It didn't come on to me or nothing like that. I guess I could try and say it.
It didn't convict you as being wrong or anything wrong with it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go, yeah.
I understand. And is this something you want to overcome, stop doing?
To be honest, I said it too when I started with him that I didn't even tell him that because I didn't want to put him on the spot, but he was pretty much going to be the last shot. After that, I was just going to say, it's the same. To me, when I was seeing it back then, I saw it as like, it's the same on both sides. But you know what? I'm just going to just not bother with this side of the fence and just stick to the opposite gender like I'm supposed to. That's how I was going to do it. Because I did it in my middle years. We all go crazy in college, but it was more of just enough of doing it just made me think like, man, I've kind of had no different experiences from either side of a woman or man. It's almost, for some people, they won't say that. For me, though, it's kind of been that way. It's where it's like, I get drama on one side, I get drama on the other. What's the difference here for me?
Your father and mother know you're dipping and dabbing with men?
Yes.
And,
I came out to them.
And
I had to.
Why?
I didn't like hiding that from them, and I knew the risk of it, either them being angry or them being upset or just accepting it. And they didn't show anger towards it. They just kind of told me to be safe with it and don't go catching any diseases and stuff like that. That was their main focus. But they told me be happy and all that.
Your siblings told you.
I'm sorry, go on.
Your siblings told you the same thing?
My sister didn't really. I do have only one sister, but my sister, she's young. She's like 19, and thankfully, she's not into the women like that at all. But you know, she just told me the same. Like, it just kind of comes to the same point of just be happy and all that. She's still growing and all, but she knows too not to. She at least knows she ain't gonna go with no woman at all. She ain't no taco eater.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That's the only way I can put it. I'm sorry. I kind of don't filter myself sometimes.
So, so amazing. Why did you feel you need to, quote unquote, come out and tell your parents?
I didn't want them to find out later, and by worse means, I didn't want to have the unfortunate moment where, oh no, I caught something, and my mom's gonna be like, "Well, how did you catch it?" Oh, I had some fun with a guy one night, and there you go. Well, thankfully, that hasn't happened, and I don't intend for that to happen. I'm gonna keep being safe with that.
Yes. But, you should not have come out and told them that, because you should feel ashamed of that, and feeling ashamed can cause you. It allows you to see that it's wrong because you're feeling ashamed because it's wrong, right? And so you should allow yourself to feel ashamed so that you can repent, especially since you know it's wrong. Because, you know, in that fallen state, because most people don't have perfect parents guiding them or being an example for them, you're going to get angry, fall into in that fallen state, and you may find yourself doing anything, really. But it's the shame that causes you to realize that it's wrong, and that will cause you to repent, and God will take that away from you, and you'll be fine. So don't ever let anyone convince you that coming out and telling folks is the right thing to do. It's not.
Oh, no. You know something? You're right about that, too. I could go into that all along, but I'm going to let you finish, and I'm just going to keep it going along because you got a show to do.
But so you should not have done that, but since you have, and nothing you can do about that at this point. But the beauty is...
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was a very long time ago.
Right. And you're 29 now. So the beauty is, Joseph, you know that is wrong, so you can overcome it. God will not hold it against you because you know that is wrong. And have you forgiven your mother and your father for being weak?
I was going to tell you that, too, earlier when you said the whole that's poor leadership. Anyone in my position at the younger age I would have been if I had called you would have been angry right away. In fact, at that moment right now, I did feel not so much anger, just I got shooken up.
Angry?
But then I realized, no.
Angry about what?
I go, angry that, like, anybody would think, like, how dare you say that that's poor leadership? My mom and dad are great, yada, yada, yada. No. But allow yourself to feel that, because you're right. I won't lie, it's not so much poor leadership, it's just that over these years, as I'm older now,
yes,
I realize my mom and dad do have anger, but I want to help them. And I used to have anger towards them, too.
That's why you became like that. You have anger toward them. That's why you became like, dippity-dapping, because you have anger toward...
At that time, yeah.
Yes.
At the time when I was younger, I did.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now as I'm older, it's not so much I would say to myself, man, I'm angry at them, but even before I heard the show, as I got older, I thought, I don't want to be angry at them anymore. I want to love them, and I want to help them. And I've done and tried and all I can to help them. And now that the more I listen to your show, though, I think of ways and have ways to go and help them out, which is going to help me out greatly when I do finally get to do that. It's slowly.
How will you help them? In what way?
Because sometimes I've noticed that they still have a little anger towards each other without going into too much
detail.
I
see what you're saying. They do have it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in the condition that you're in today. But you can't help them. You have to go and forgive them for being angry and being the way your mother controlled you. Your father can't handle your mother. He didn't protect you from her. You should forgive them, and then because realizing that they can't help it, right? And then God will forgive you, and He will take that spirit of homosexuality away from you, because that's your mother's spirit. That's your mother identity.
I feel good about this. You really did. It's a good thing to feel, actually. I'm not at all bothered by any of this, and I appreciate it, for real. I appreciate that you're here to tell these people these things.
Yes. And don't hold it against yourself that you dipped and dabbed and all that crap, because you could not help yourself. You really couldn't help it. When you fell into that fallen state from resenting your mother and your father, especially your mother, you became attracted to that. And so, because your nature changed.
I'm sorry.
Your nature changed, and your mindset changed, but it'll be renewed once you overcome it. And then you can love your parents with perfect love. And perfect love means that you just don't resent them. You're not angry at them.
I haven't for a while after I got older, but you know what? You make it a lot better, and I thank you for it, really.
You're welcome. Are you doing my silent prayer?
Oh, I have no, but you know what? I heard enough today to where I would want to. I kind of started listening to you about a month ago or so. I've been in and out.
Yes.
Life comes and goes, but every time I come back and hear you, it's just always a great refresher every time.
Good, man. Well, do the silentprayer.video. Go to silentprayer.video on YouTube and start doing that. You're going to be fine. You have the right attitude. You have the right spirit about it. You see what's going on. You're not accepting wrong as good, as right. So you'll be fine, all right? So don't let Satan deceive you in your head.
You got it, sir. You got it.
I would recommend this. You didn't ask for the recommendation, but I will offer it, and it's up to you to take it. I would not move in with the guy, though, because you're going to get deeper into it.
Yeah, I know. it's kind of funny that you say that too, because I'm not gonna lie. Even though we are at this point, we're along in the relationship and all, it's like there has been a time here and there where I've thought to myself, it's not so much should I, it's more of like, I'm not. I guess I could say I'm worried about him when I shouldn't be. You're right. I probably shouldn't be, but it's more of just.
You worried about him in what way? Worried about him in what way?
Just like, hey, I don't want to be with you no more. Just goodbye. Like toss him out like that. Like I'm not like that kind of person in general to do that to people. I'm too nice, I guess I could say.
What do you think? Well, yeah, you're nice because you have that nature. But what do you think will happen if you say, "Well, I realize that this is wrong, and I can't do it any longer, so we're not going to move together"?
Oh, he's going to flip out on me when I say that. I know that.
But it's best to let him flip out than to lose your soul.
Yeah.
Because you guys,
right
you've already been having that so-called sex thing, right? And so as soon as you live together, you're going to be fighting. You're not going to get along. He's going to be jealous. It's just going to be a mess. And you're going to end up not being together anyway, and you would have lost your soul.
Yeah, it's just like you said, or like I said, I'm too nice, and I was worried about the fallout of it all. But you know what? That matters more in the end. So you're all right about that.
And you might be able to influence him to start taking a look at himself once he see that you're really trying to overcome this thing.
That right there.